are safe at your home, right? Today we will discuss about the heterotrophic bacteria and mode of reproduction which occur in bacteria. Right, yesterday we had discussed about the photosynthetic bacteria. Similarly to animals, bacteria also perform two type of mode of reproduction. They have two type of mode of reproduction. First is the phototropic and next is the heterotrophic. Phototropic, it means, as the name indicate, which required the light for the synthesis of their own food simply. Right. Next is the heterotrophic bacteria, the kind of bacteria which does not consume light for their synthesis of the food. Simply, you can say that, right? In case of heterotrophic bacteria are generally classified into three different classes. That is the saprotropic, symbiotic, and parasitic. Simply. Firstly, we will discuss about the saprotropic bacteria. Actually, the heterotrophic bacteria, which do not have capability to synthesize their own food, either they will feed on the dead organic matter or decaying organic matter, or maybe they associate with another living organism is called symbiotic, and maybe they are parasite or they living on the host organism and to take food from the living organism from the host bodies. Simply you can say that. Firstly, we will discuss about the saprotropic. As the name indicates, sapro means which feed, tropic means feeding simply. The bacteria which feed on the dead decaying organic matter, actually that kind of bacteria have special kind of enzyme which release and decay the complex dead organic matter into the simple organic matter simply in the form of water, hydrogen, sulfur and ammonia. They convert the complex organic substances into the simple inorganic substances like hydrogen, sulfur and ammonia, nitrogen. All these are the actually byproduct of this byproduct by the saprophytic bacteria, because they release a special kind of enzyme which help to convert this complex organic into a simple inorganic substances. And after the conversion of simple inorganic substances, they feed on that different kind of you can say that ions and fulfill their requirements simply. Right. Next is the symbiotic bacteria. These are the very special kind of bacteria and they are very helpful for us also, because these are the bacteria which help to convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogen oxide, which is consumed by the plants, and NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. These three ions are very important for the plant growth and development actually. So these are the bacteria, actually symbiotic bacteria, which are very useful for us simply. Right? It means they are beneficial bacteria actually. Saprophytic also beneficial bacteria, because actually they decay they help for you can say that cleaning purpose simply. They help us for cleaning the organic matter into the inorganic substances, because organic substances does not consumed by the plants. It is plants only consumed inorganic substances. So these bacteria help in that phenomenon simply you can say that. And the degradation process simply you can say that is occur in the presence of bacteria only, and degradation of organic substances is very necessary for us to reduce the pollution, to reduce the soil pollution, water pollution and air pollution. All the pollutions are reduced by these saprophytic bacteria, so these are very beneficial for us simply. Similarly, symbiotic bacteria are also very beneficial for us, because these are the bacteria which help to convert the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogen oxide. Because plant does not consume nitrogen as a gaseous form, it consumes nitrogen in the oxide or a solid form, and this oxide is converted only by the bacteria. Artificially we will make the nitrogen oxide by making the artificial fertilizer, but naturally it is formed by the symbiotic bacteria simply. And the best example for symbiotic bacteria is the rhizobium. The rhizobium bacteria actually present in the nodules plants, nodulated plant, for example the pulses. all the pulses consist nodes in their root, and in these nodules these bacteria survive and help to fixation, nitrogen fixation, simply you can say that, because they have a special type of hemoglobin is called leg hemoglobin, these plant actually, and these plant provide space these bacteria and food these bacteria, and in return these bacteria provide convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogen oxide. So this kind of association is called actually the symbiotic association. Symbiotic association means the two living organisms survive with each other only, survive separately, but they give benefit to us when they are present collectively, simply you can say that. If the leguminous plants, if this bacteria does not make their colony, so there is no fixation of nitrogen takes place, simply we can say that. If these bacteria make a colony in the nodules of leguminous plant, in that condition only the atmospheric nitrogen is converted into the nitrogen oxide, simply you can say that. So symbiotic association is the association between the two living organisms. When they are getting together, they are beneficial to each other, simply no one can harm from each other, simply, and we also get benefit from this kind of association is called symbiotic association. Next is the parasitic. As the name indicate, all the disease causing bacteria are the parasitic in nature. Actually they does not do not have any kind of, you can say, that digestive enzyme, or they have no doesn't capability of digestion of food, engulfing of food. They don't have that kind of activity, that kind of you can say that possibility in that kind of bacteria. These kind of bacteria, parasitic bacteria, actually survive on the living host body and take the nourishment from that host body actually, and cause infection also. In case of symbiotic, they survive on the living organism, but they do not cause any harmful effect on the living host, right? They associate with each other. Both the living organism provide benefit point to each other, simply. But in case of parasitic, bacteria survive and feed on the host body and take nourishment from the host body and cause infection in the host body, simply. There are various examples of parasitic bacteria are, for example, Salmonella typhus cause typhoid, right? And Colostrum tetani is called tetanus, simply, right? Or one more is very Vibrio cholera is called cause disease cholera, is a kind of dehydration disease. So these kind of bacteria actually harmful for us, simply. They are symbiotic bacteria. They feed, they are enter in our body with the contaminated food and water, and after entering our body, they infect our liver, our intestine, and your stomach also. And after the infection, the digestion of food is not possible in case of dehydration, and all the food and water comes out in the form of vomiting from your body. So parasitic bacteria are very harmful for us, simply, right? This is the mode of feeding only, the photosynthetic and heterotrophic kind of bacteria. Next is the very important point for the living organism point of view, because the population is actually increased by the reproduction, so it is a very important character for living organism, right? Next is a reproduction. Reproduction means formation of and a production of a new organism, simply you can see that. And reproduction always of two type in living organism is the asexual and kind of sexual, or you can say that genetic recombination in case of bacteria. Firstly, we will discuss on the asexual mode of reproduction. Asexual means is always uniparental, only one parent is required in that kind of reproduction only, right? Because bacteria are a unicellular and prokaryotic organism. They are unicellular, it means they have only one cell for their all the life processes. So the reproduction and the production of new organism is also occur by the one cell only in case of bacteria. In bacteria, the spore formation is very common actually, because due to the spores are generally produced in unfavorable environment also. If there is no any condition which is favorable to the bacteria, for example pH, temperature, moisture, if these conditions are not favorable for any bacteria, in that condition they produce spores, and these spores spread around the substratum or the environment and produce new environment simply. For example, when you sneezing simply, this is the basic example. When you sneezing, there is lot of bacteria comes out from your sneezing into the environment, and they are spread out. Bacteria have one drawback, is that they cannot survive singly. They can survive only in colony. They are present only in colony, and they can you can say that they are reactive in the colony only. Single bacteria cannot do anything and any infection. They cannot cause any infection. So when they spread out in the environment, immediately they produce spores and multiply, right? And after this multiplication, actually the infection occur from one person to another person through the air, because these bacteria comes from your sneezing into the air, and through the air it comes it goes into another individual, you can say that, another living organism. So in case of bacteria, in asexual reproduction, binary fission and endospore means spore formation, are the basic concept. Binary fission is occur in the favorable environment, and formation of endospores is occur in the unfavorable condition also. It may be in favorable condition also, but in unfavorable also endosperms are formed. Binary fission, simply binary means two, fission means division. Simply one bacteria have capability to divide into two bacteria. This process is called binary fission. In that condition, the nucleus and the cytoplasm is divided into two parts, and the two part of the nucleus and cytoplasm are enter into the and goes into the two different daughter cells, and from the one bacteria two daughter cells are produced. This kind of fission is called binary fission. In some cases, in some pathogens, there are multiple fissions also occur, but pathogens are under the protista, not in Monera. We will discuss today about the Monera only about the bacteria. Endospores, actually endospores are that kind of spores which produce inside their body. They are protected by a thick membrane. When they comes outside the body, due to this thick membrane, the environmental condition does not destroy or degrade these spores, so that these spores get germinate when the environment is favorable for these spores simply, and after the germination they produce the bacteria and form the bacteria colony. So in both these conditions, there are no requirement of two different parents. Only single parents can divide into two daughter cell and further colony and make the further colony simply. Next is the genetic recombination, or you can say that the sexual reproduction. And you can say that there is requirement of two bacteria. So this is the biparental process. In case of bacteria, we cannot say that this is the female bacteria or male bacteria, so that we cannot use the term sexual reproduction in case of bacteria. We will use the genetic recombination. It means the genetic material is fuse up and form the new bacteria simply, you can say that. So we will use the term genetic recombination instead of sexual reproduction. But in case of genetic recombination, we require bacteria in pairs simply, right? First is a transformation. It is the most common genetic recombination in case of bacteria. There is one example of Streptococcus pneumonia. It is a pneumonia causing bacteria, and the scientist is named the Griffith. Right? The scientists make an information about the transformation in case of bacteria. He took an experiment on the Streptococcus pneumonia. Actually bacteria have capability to making different strain. Actually they are made up of different strain. It means in a same species two type of bacteria or maybe more than two type of bacteria are present, in which few are harmful and few are no. Similarly, in the Streptococcus pneumonia, there are two type of strain are present in Streptococcus pneumonia. One is the S type and one is the R type. S means smooth and R means the rough kind of bacteria. These bacteria have lipid in their membrane, but they does not. They are virulent. Virulent means if they enter in your body, they can cause death. But these are non-virulent bacteria strain. If R strain bacteria enter in your body, there is no any death occur. A small infection occur in your bronchi and bronchioles, because in case of pneumonia, our bronchi bronchioles become blocked due to mucus formation. They produce mucus actually. But death does not occur due to the R strain. Death is occur only in case of the S strain bacteria. Griffith had do one experiment. Firstly, he inject the bacteria, both the strain of bacteria into the mouse. When he put the S strain into the mouse, what will he get? He get the death of the mouse. Next, he put the R type of strain into the mouse. He find it will be alive, right? Next, he do the nucleus of the, or you can say that the genetic material of S type, he do the heat kill. He heat kill the nucleoid of this S strain. It means there is no nucleoid, there is no information of DNA in that case after the heating. Then he put in the mouse, he found it will be alive, right? There is no death is occur. In next case, what he did, the S strain with heat killed, it means there is no nucleoid, plus R strain and inject into the mouse, it caused death. Then he find out how it is possible this cause no death, but in case when R strain is mixed with S strain of heat killed S strain, then death it occur. It means when the bacteria are in pair, right? R and S are in pair, then there is one transformation of genetic material from R to S. There is the transformation of genetic material from R to S, or from S to R, simply S to R. There is some transformation occur because it does not have nucleus or genetic information, but it has nucleoid and genetic information. But because it does not have lipid in their membrane, it does not cause death. But due to the any material which is transformed from the S strain, there is the possibility for maintaining or the formation of lipid layer. It means R strain is converted into S strain, right? And after the formation of R to S, there is death of mouse occurs simply. So there is the transformation of some material occur in from S to R, and the death of the mouse takes place. So this is called transformation. Next is the transduction. Transduction means formation of bacteriophage. Sometimes the bacteria make a complex with the virus, and this complex is called actually the bacteriophage, in which both these living organisms share their genetic material, and this kind of situation is called bacteriophage, or this process is called transduction, simply the formation of bacteriophage. Next is a conjugation. In conjugation, there are two bacteria which form the sex pili, and like this, and from one parent to another, this is the positive, it means it gain, and this is the negative bacteria, or you can say that this is the donor bacteria, this is the recipient bacteria. It give their genetic information to the another bacteria by these sex pili. This mode of reproduction is called conjugation simply. right? So that's why this is called genetic recombination, because only the genetic material is exchanged in all these three conditions. Next and small topic is the economic importance. We know that few bacteria are very economically important for us. For example, they help for nitrogen fixation, symbiotic bacteria and symbiotic association, and help in formation of various fertilizers, or you can say that help in formation of curd, reduce the pollution of petroleum. These are the some beneficial points of the bacteria. There are some negative points or harmful effect also is there in case of bacteria, is they cause typhoid, cholera and various diseases which do occur by the bacteria. So they are economically beneficial as well as harmful for us, right? This is all about the reproduction and mode of nutrition of the bacteria, common bacteria. Next lecture, in the next lecture we will discuss about the cyanobacteria. They are also very important for us, right? Thank you.